Hello, my beautiful Libras. Welcome to the Cancerianhouse of Tarot. I am Amy, and I'm going to be your reader today. I want to give a thanks to all my Libra subscribers that have continued to show up and support the channel. For all of you that are new, welcome. I am so pleased to have you here. As we get into your reading today, Libra, I want to take a moment and say that this reading is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And this reading will be focusing on your spiritual path, your spiritual journey, your spiritual growth, as well as personal growth. This reading is not necessarily geared towards romance, although romance can show up within the reading. If you are looking for a romance reading, please do check out some of the other channels that have videos that may be geared for you. There are videos from previous that I have recorded towards love and romance, or check back as I will be doing a strictly romance reading for Libra at a later date. That being stated, let's go ahead and jump into your reading. Libra, I went ahead and I pulled all of the cards in advance of this reading of what we are going to be bringing messages to you on today. So let's go ahead and start with the first card that came through from the Wisdom of the Oracle. We have Mending. All right, my beautiful Libra. So as I was pulling this card and meditating on it, I did get a sense for a lot of you that there are a very heavy burden or deep emotional pain. For some of you, this can be dating clear back to childhood that has really been a struggle for you. It has created almost a need or a drive for some of you to conform to rigidity and rigid thinking, to really be careful with what you're doing, getting a sense of survival that comes with this, really kind of living in that survival mode, because what I'm feeling for the collective here was this really heavy thing that has happened that you've had to work through. Again, this can go back to childhood. This could be even more recently for some of you. But what I also am getting is that this is actually past tense for the majority of you. That tells me that you've already completed a healing journey on these issues in this situation. I do also feel like a lot of you at this time are practicing more self-awareness and forgiveness at this time. So this could really be looking at how you are reacting to certain people, certain situations, certain subjects, certain memories that come up. I do get the sense of a lot of grace, that you're showing yourself a lot of grace in this moment. For others of you, this can be indicating of a situation that is still in the process of being healed or being fixed. But there is this sense of having been mended or are currently mending. So when I kind of really get into the next card that came through from the Wisdom of the Oracle, we're getting by the book. And this is really telling me, goes back to that rigid thinking, that survival mode. This is telling me that all of you have been like really careful and steadfast in your actions. This is where you have been building something for yourself. This can be within yourself. This could be, practicing gratitude. This can be yoga. This can be diet. This can be exercise. This can be, really focusing on building your career or a project of status of some kind. But what I'm really getting is that a lot of you have overcome some very significant obstacles in your life to climb to the top of a very seemingly extraordinarily high mountain. Like, this is you really achieving some amazing progress and some amazing goals, and really setting yourself up. And so this is where I am getting all the past tense energy from, is from mending and by the book. So this tells me in this moment, where we are at right now, Libra, is that you've come to poised. This tells me that you are in the position, you are where you are meant to be and you are in a position to really see things in a new perspective. This is where you're getting ready to take that leap, right? For the, okay, imagine Fool's energy coming in and jumping into the unknown, starting a new beginning, a new journey. Your old journey, you know, the very heavy energy that you guys have been carrying and trying to heal and working, you know, for some of you, this is really working towards a long-term goal. You have completed that energy, which is very beautiful. So you're in this position now. You've done all those things. You've done all that you can do in that particular situation, but you have set yourself up very nicely. So we come in from now the Sacred Destiny Oracle. And this is the next step in your journey. And what are we getting? We're getting happiness. And with that happiness, it tells me it's bringing in the energy of opportunity and expansion for yourself. And now is the time for you to allow yourself the permission, not the ability I'm hearing, but the permission to open yourself up to life, to opportunities, and to loving deeply, not just yourself, but life in all its beautiful and its sad aspects. So this is telling me that a lot of you may have been holding yourselves back, thinking that you didn't have the ability for happiness, for joy, for these opportunities and doing what you really desire. But this is not indicating this is the truth. The truth of the matter is you have already had the ability within you. You have built that. You have stabilized that. Now is the time to allow yourself, to give yourself permission to open yourself up to these possibilities that you at one point never thought would be possible for you. And you know, it's time to acknowledge that all the work that you have done, you know, acknowledge those achievements, acknowledge what you have built, acknowledge all the labor and celebrate your accomplishment here. I'm definitely hearing celebrate because it's complete. Like, you've done what you set out to do. So it's time now to really take action, which is what's coming in now. To take action towards everything that, you know, all the preliminary work that you have done. So take action on your dreams, your desires, your aspiration. This is a time to take that risk that you have been so careful to avoid for so long. And always weigh pros and cons in the situation, but now is about stepping into your power, doing the unexpected, really stepping out of your comfort zone. You've built that strong foundation, and now, for this very moment in time. So now it's time to build on that foundation, to build, you know, you've already laid the building blocks. So now it's time to continue to build that dream life you know, secretly long for, but was too scared to actually believe in. So I love that energy. And this is kind of confirming that, where we have strong foundation from the Psychic Tarot deck. This tells me that you've done that work. You have handled that business. You have laid that foundation. You are solid and you are steady. And so coming in here is confirming as well as transformational energy. You are transitioning in time. You're leaving the worker bee, and that's kind of what I'm getting the image of, is a worker bee. You're leaving that energy and you're moving more into reciprocity, receiving the beautiful bounties and beautiful blessings that you have worked for. This is not a gift from the universe. This is an award. This is a reward for everything that you have already done to change things. Now, I did pull one romance angel, and we're going to talk about this, but before I do, I just kind of want to take a moment here and kind of just say that a lot of the cards coming through was confirming the original messages. So this one, and I got this card And we have children. Your love life is being affected by children. And I don't want a lot of you to get caught up in the romance aspect of this card, because that could be true. There could be a matter on the table. You could have been building this career and this, or working on this project for some time, and now you're in a position, before you and your partner may not have been in the position to discuss children, or you put off because you weren't in that space or the capability. But now you maybe it's come to the time for some of you where that is a subject that you're willing to put on the table now. For others of you, I do feel like it goes back to the collective, even if it is a small part of you, where this is childhood wounds, childhood healing that has had to take place. And I just want you to kind of know that, again, that those painful times that you experienced, that has all come to an end. You have completed that part of your journey, and now is the time to really release your hold on the past, because what I am getting most of all here is that the past has already released its hold on you. For a period of time, Libra, your childhood, your past did have a hold on you. It was the driving factor for you to not conform to regular decisions. I'm getting that you lived and had to make unconventional life choices to set yourself free from whatever this is. And for all of you, it is going to be different from your past, but it is healed. It is complete. The wounded child in you wants you to now look at the world in a different way, because you are and seeing a new world, the world that you were used to that was tainted in pain and sadness and in hardship, that has transitioned, that has faded or is currently fading into obscurity. What you are going to be seeing now in this next phase of your life is a much brighter and promising world around you. So the guidance here is to lead with excitement and enthusiasm in your everyday as a child would, to see everything through the innocence and the wonderment of children's eyes. So you may have seen, a rose bush or a tree a billion times in your life, but they want you to look at it again with new perspective, from the perspective of where you've healed, and see the beauty in all things around you. All right, so I love this message. For a lot of you, the tarot, which I'm going to pull through up here right now, was really just confirming all the messages that came through the oracle cards. And I have to tell you, I think this is like a beautiful moment when the tarot comes in to say, yes, this is exactly the message that you are meant to receive, Libra, because here we have the Hierophant in reverse. And if you are a returning follower, a returning soul here at Cancerianhouse Tarot, I'm not big on reversals, but I do read them when they are steadfast and coming through. So we have the Hierophant in reverse, and it says, challenge the status quo, non-conformity, freedom, unconventional life choices. And that kind of confirms, talking about how you've had to do things differently than maybe even some of your peers around you because of your past and what you needed to build for yourself and heal within yourself, and really challenge yourself to get to where you could now enjoy and build this beautiful life. We have laying the Messenger of Coins with laying a foundation, setting goals, being grounded, study, work hard, good news, ambition, faithful. And so with the Messenger of Coins, you again, it's confirming the message that you really worked on your foundation, you worked on yourself, you built yourself up. You healed what needed to heal. You've done the work. We have the childhood card of the Six of Cups, comforting connection, moments, shared moments, innocence, sweet things in life, tenderness. This is really speaking to those of you with that wounded child. It is remembering now to look at things through innocent eyes and through innocent gaze. So kind of to sum up your reading, Libra, this is now the time for your happiness. This is time for you to take action to go after the things that you did not think were possible, or that you secretly fear you would never be capable of achieving. This is allowing yourself the freedom and the permission to dream big, to go after your aspirations, to make things start happening for you that you've waited for so long to really receive. And the last message that we have is a message from the Oracle of the Fairies, so the Fairy Oracle. And you have motivation. When spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say, get busy doing it. So there is your message right there, to grab onto your motivation, to those, I'm getting feelings of wonderment and magic, and really take off after what it is you've been thinking of, dreaming of, secretly desiring, and start making it your reality. All right, my beautiful Libras, I want to thank you again for tuning in. If you have not yet done so, please like, subscribe. We would love to have you part of our Cancerian Soul family. Drop a message down below. I love to hear how this reading resonated with you, or even just how you are in the world. Giving much love and appreciation to each and every one of you. Namaste. Bye for now.